This is one thing that I plan on doing until I'm facing the sky. I really do. This is not one thing I got in and looking for an end date to get out of. You know, I know a lot of people, they said they get into the job, don't think they think about that day they're gonna retire. Well, I'm always searching for that elusive pot. People that golf tell me they always trying to beat a score. But I think potters are pretty much that same way. You always feel like, not necessarily as the golden pot out there somewhere, but it's that form out there somewhere, you know, that you're always searching for. And so as long as you feel like you're in a quest, this never get tiring and never get boring, because you're always pushing towards something out there. I get up thinking what I'm gonna do that day. And I'm prone to change my mind on a moment's notice. I try to give each piece the attention that it needs at that time. So when I'm approaching it, that I'm making this piece and I'm gonna give it all I got in that piece. I don't want one piece to feel like it was left out. Like he copped out on me. Nah, I don't like that. I like the, no matter the little small piece or a bigger piece, I want to give it that attention that it deserves. Berea showed me that it was possible, that I could actually do this. My time here at Berea, it was one of those nurturing grounds where I can come in and I can develop my skill and then later apply it to some ideas that I have. It was just a good way to learn the discipline of working in clay. I can tell you the first time I saw pottery thrown on the wheel, I went wild. I went wild. And there was one of the apprentices throwing a cider jug. And he didn't see me, but I saw him when I walked over there for the first time. And he was throwing this jug, and it was like magic. It was just one of those things, I just couldn't believe it because I'd never seen anybody throwing on a wheel. And so I sat there and I watched him finish that pot. And by the time he got through with that pot, I was hooked. From the early years, I was just thinking about making pots. I wasn't thinking about designing so much. I was concentrating on forms and just glazing pots. It was only later that I had to try to merge my inner thinking with pots, in a sense. So I had to come up with some designs that made me feel like I was making a statement. And so that's what I did. It started expressing more how I felt about even environment or the world at large. It's the creative process itself. It's almost like you're making something out of nothing, and you feel that way. Like you're making, there's life here, but I gotta get it. I got to get it out of it. And it's up to me to shape that into a form that I can then, after I get that form, concentrate on how I'm gonna dress it. I'm gonna decorate it. I do what you call sgraffito. And sgraffito is when you take a leather hard piece of clay and you cover it with a colored slip, and it becomes like a skin over the clay. And I can take a loop tool and carve back into the clay. So basically what I do, I carve into the clay and peel away what I don't want. And so that's what's unique about it, but also in my designs that I was influenced a lot by Native American work and some African designs, some of the symmetry in the African design. So they were things that inspired me. That was a look that I wanted to achieve, And basically that's why I went the direction I went with my design. When you get that challenge mode in your mind, this clay challenging me, and then you want to go ahead and fight it till the clay win eventually. And I should know better, but every now and then that macho thing kind of step up and you got to challenge the clay and you end up losing in the end. So I should know better.